Welcome to Mock 3.0. We are fully in the middle of mock season. Are we not? I mean, this is mock season. This is Mock 3.0. Dylan's got a lot going on, so I'm going to pass Dylan over at Nets Press the Rock. I'm going to let you run point.
I was gonna say, in all honesty, man, you got the point today. I'm gonna be multitasking with this and writing my own as I put the final touches on this. So I'm hoping to drop it by 10 o'clock tonight. But welcome in everybody. Mockdraft 3.0. Excited to get this started. If you want, pull up Fanspo. Let's do one random lottery simulation and let's see where we can start off. Are we doing a full first round or are we doing 2 rounds today?
Let's do a first round.
First
I'm
round?
on a little bit of a time thing today.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. I was gonna say there's gonna be some picks that I don't even bother explaining, because it's
Yeah.
quite evident. Darren Peterson, Cam Boozer, DeBans, Caleb Wilson. These are all great players. I'll do a couple of description here and there, but we'll try and get through this quickly for you.
Shoot,
Um,
it logged me out.
I was gonna say if you don't want to share the screen, then so this way it doesn't this
Yeah,
way it doesn't
hang
pop
on.
my info up there.
It it won't show it anyway.
Oh, does it usually cross it out?
It'll cross it out. Yeah.
Interesting. I may have somebody that is joining the comments that may want to hop on here shortly just to give some intake on some draft stuff he had DM'd me. But
Can you open this up on your end? It's not letting me. It's wanting me to put in all your information. I don't have it. I don't want you to give it to me on air.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to actually. This was poorly planned.
Yeah.
Um,
It's never. Let me check. It's never logged me out before. It's never done that before.
Interesting. It should be sign in through Google.
Yeah, but then I need your passwords for Google.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can sign in through Google.
Fuck it.
Uh,
I was gonna say we're gonna have to
yeah.
run through this extra quick then, because I'm gonna have to type this article up here. Let me do this then real quick. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see the comments and everything, so I'll pull everything up on my phone. But here, let me share my screen here. Let's see if this is gonna start working. All right. If I click this, it's gonna show the other one. No spoilers. All right, we're gonna do a full first round. We're gonna do one lottery sim.
There you go.
All right,
We owe it. Where there's a will, there's a way. Let's go. Let's
let's
do it.
get into it. Where are the Nets picking here? Oh, you're kidding me.
Give me something good. Oh, see, this is an omen, guys. This is an omen.
There we go. Hey, you know what? We'll take it all day long. Are we doing trades in this mock?
We can do trade. We
You
haven't
want to
done
have a
one with
little
trades
fun?
yet, right?
Yeah,
Let's do one with trade. We haven't done one yet.
let's have a little fun. First overall pick, I think that this is a blatantly clear pick for Brooklyn. Darren Peterson. I think that the Nets have figured out Danny Wolf and Noah Clowney are a true threat here in the near future. Um, Yegor Zhomin as your point guard, and of course Michael Porter Jr. Hopefully he stays for the future as your small forward. So to me, I think the shooting guard position is the key grab here if that's going to be your core four moving into the following season. So for me, first overall pick, the Nets are going to select Darren Peterson. I
I
do
mean,
want to let everybody know.
this is a wet dream, guys. Just like this is
Oh
the
yeah,
best player the Nets have ever drafted. Fair? Is that a fair
easily,
assessment?
easily.
Easily. Yeah.
Um, to me, as of right now, I do have Cam Boozer as my number one overall player, though, as you can see from my big board over here as well. Um,
And there's no Duke bias in that either. That's. Oh, I'm kidding.
no, there's genuinely not too, and that's the funny part because the real reason for it is Peterson's played a game and a half this year, so
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
the guy who's dominating, the reigning national champions with a 29-point performance and is carrying Duke to a 7-0 record. Yeah, I'm gonna probably put him ahead as of right now, just by a little bit, but once
When
Peterson
you
comes
look at
back, he should be
what
back
Duke had
Sunday. He should
last
be all right.
year, all the NBA talent that Duke had last year, how did they lose?
Because the college basketball is very similar to the NBA, where look at it this way: the Celtics, when they first made the finals with Tatum against the Warriors, the Celtics were the better team.
Yeah.
Golden State was the more experienced team. It's the same thing in college. Once you get deep into those March Madness pushes, teams like Purdue, Houston, Villanova, UConn, all these teams that have juniors and seniors who are 3, 4 year guys, they tend to play much better once the time comes to win. deep into March Madness push. So Duke is always freshman heavy. Same thing
Yeah.
for UNC, same thing for Kentucky. That's why all these teams end up losing in, the Final Four, the Elite Eight, the Sweet 16, because they just don't have the experience to beat some of these older guys. So it's uh it's not more so about the talent, more so about the group that you put together. You can have the most talent in college basketball. Look at Duke when they had Zion Williamson, R.J. Barrett, and Cam Reddish. That's probably the most talented college basketball team to never win a national championship to me.
Yeah, it's on the short list. That's the Fab Five's obviously the one that comes to top of mind, but yeah,
Yeah, the Fab Five definitely.
yeah.
By the way, Nolan Troyer 8 minutes ago in the first quarter, he has 13 points. He's 5 of 5 from the field and 3 of 3 from three.
Who are they
Yep.
playing? Who are they playing?
Well, I don't even know. It's the G League. Who cares? Um, but he's starting to really showcase that he can shoot the three, which is something that I mentioned. If he can do, he reminds me a lot of Andrew Nemhard. So hopefully that starts to work out. Number 2 overall, Washington Wizards. You go best available here. I think pairing Cam Boozer next to Alex Sarr would be an incredible fit. I do think Washington is in big need of a point guard, but if you walk away with Cam Boozer, you really can't complain whatsoever.
And just they're playing the Delaware Bluecoats. I don't know whose team that is, but they're playing the
Absolutely
Delaware.
no idea. Um,
Just say, I'll let
Third
it wait.
overall, Portland jumps up. That's an interesting one, actually. Um, I honestly really like this for them. And again, this isn't meant to be hate. It's more so just based on the fact that I think there's certain players that fit for certain teams at this moment in time. And I think Caleb Wilson is going to be my third overall pick here for Portland. Pairing
Why?
him,
Why is the Bansa falling? And okay, yeah.
I think it's more so just it comes down to Caleb Wilson and Vance are very similar players. DeBansta is slightly more gifted offensively, but in terms of the production, Wilson is the more consistent offensive player, and he's a much better defender and rebounder. So as of right now, Wilson is the more complete player. Both of them are still not great from three, which is going to be the key decider and which one goes ahead of the other. But for me right now, I think Wilson is the overall better player. In the mock draft that I'm writing up currently, I I'll save that for you guys. It's going to drop tonight at 10, but you'll be surprised where I have Wilson going. And again, it kind of just comes down to how the board's falling. So I describe all of that in there. That'll drop tonight at 10. Third overall pick, though, Caleb Wilson out of UNC. As you can see here, 19 points, almost 3 assists, and 10 rebounds on 52.5% shooting. For Portland, pairing him next to Denny, um, and that core that they have building over there, I think that's honestly going to be one of their missing pieces. I think from there they can really start to make pushes towards high-seeded play-in spots, if not low-seeded playoff spots. So it'll be interesting to see how they can kind of maneuver around that. Fourth overall, the Atlanta Hawks. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a trade. This is going to be the Giannis Antetokounmpo trade. So for Milwaukee, they are going to walk away with the fourth and the 16th pick. You guys can fill in however you want. Sneak peek into my mock draft. I do have this same exact trade happening, but it would be Jalen Johnson, Onyeka Okongwu, the fourth and it was the 17th pick in my mock draft, plus a future first round pick swap. That would be my package to Milwaukee from Atlanta going for Giannis. So the Bucks are going to walk away with 3 top 18 picks, and with the fourth overall pick, I'm going to have them select AJ DeBansta. Uh, Again, I'm not going to give anything away. This is not how it goes in my mock draft on the written one, but very
Can I
similar
pause you real
scenario.
quick? I just want to get your thoughts on Debanza because I
Mhm.
see him slipping. I watched him. Sometimes he looks like the next great thing. I've watched him several times this year. Sometimes, like within games, you won't even notice he's on the court for 5-10 minutes, and then he'll look like the next great thing you'd ever seen for 5 or 10 minutes. What's going on with him? Is he slipping? And what are your thoughts on him so far this season?
To me, he reminds me of a better overall prospect version of Ace Bailey. But again, Ace Bailey had his flaws, and I think it's the same thing with DeBansta, right?
Yeah.
The consistency at times, the decision making, the shot selection. It's still a very immature game, and he's going to continue to develop, but it's not going to be as quickly as some people think. There's debates right now that Caleb Wilson and Mikael Brown Jr. are in the same tier as AJ DeBansta, which I don't think is too far off. Um, so to me, it's really just going to kind of come down to which teams are on the board and who you think fits best for you. I will tell you right now, this is a completely different scenario than what I have usually done, especially Brooklyn. Portland is not really up here very often. Indiana being at 5 kind of screws up what I was looking to do. Um, but we're gonna work around it. I think that Indiana goes best player available as well. That to me is going to be see. But the tough part is though is they're kind of in a position where they need to win now with Halliburton coming back. So, in all honesty, again, I don't usually do this, but I'm gonna have Koa Pete go number 5 um, to Indiana. I'm not sure what they end up doing with Pascal Siakam in this scenario. They're going to be a very small team, um,
I was
but
gonna ask you, Pete Moore 4 or 5 in the
he's a
NBA?
4. He's a
4.
4. But to me, I think that he is one of the more NBA ready prospects just because of his physicality, the build that he has. Um, he's bullying people in college right now. So
Yeah.
to me, he's going to be one of those players who's more ready to be put into a lineup right away, whether that be starting or a key role off of the bench for Indiana. I think that he's a guy that you'll be able to trust and be able to utilize throughout the entire season rather than waiting for him to develop. Um, Outside of the 3-point shot, I think that's the only thing that he really needs consistent work on because he hasn't really displayed anything of that nature. But playing alongside, Andrew Nemhard, um, Tyrese Halliburton, who knows if they bring back Benedict Mathurin or not, and then of course Pascal Siakam. It's a solid start. They've got a lot of work to do. I don't think they're going to be a deep playoff team once Halliburton comes back, especially if they fall to 5 here. But it really just depends on who they're going to get moving forward. Sacramento at 6. This is a team that just absolutely sucks. They need anything, and I mean anything. So to me, best player available, going Mikael Brown Jr. here. Uh, he has absolutely taken off in the college scene. I believe he had a solid performance. It was inefficient, but it was a solid performance against Arkansas. They ended up losing, which was a major upset. Arkansas at the time was ranked 22. Louisville was ranked 6th overall. So pretty big upset there. But overall, one of the best scoring guards and playmaking guards in the country currently. And for a team like Sacramento, who's going to look to acquire some future assets out of Zach LaVine, Domantas Sabonis, DeMar DeRozan, it would be a really solid start for them to build around Mikael Brown Jr. Charlotte at number 7. Again, I think this is a no-brainer at this moment in time, and that to me is Kingston Flemings. This is, again, a very big debate at the moment whether or not Mikael Brown Jr. or Kingston Flemings is the best point guard in the country currently. In terms of efficiencies, Fleming is definitely a better overall offensive player, but both are very similar in the sense that their offensive games are at the 3-level spot. They can shoot, they can get to their spots in the mid range, and they finish at the rim very well as well. As playmakers, both incredible playmakers as well, averaging 5+ assists each. Where Fleming's kind of gets him right now is just the efficiency. So for a team like Charlotte, who may or may not be moving off a LaMelo Ball, I think as of right now, this is their best pick and fit currently.
And Nate Ament, I mean, because not a week ago, a month ago, everyone loved Nate Ament. Why is
Hmm.
he dropping like this?
He's just not been good, flat out. He
Like
has
flat out, he's got
he I mean,
Nolan
I'll show you.
Ferretti
Yeah, I'll
syndrome.
show you the
Yeah,
stats right now. I mean, he's averaging 17, 3, and 7, but he's shooting 38% from the field. And there's certain games that they have lost this season that have been solely because of him, aka the Syracuse game. Absolutely horrible performance from him. I believe he finished with 10 points on 2 of 11 shooting. It was a really rough night for him. So I think that he's going to start slipping for me a bit more than for some people. But I mean, again, early in the season, he can turn it around very quickly. But as of right now, to me, he is not better than any of the 7 guys that I have selected over him.
it is early, but it's not right. Like we've already played like 8, 9, 10 games. Most teams, 11
Hmm.
for some teams. Like it's early, but we've got a pretty good sample size here. Yeah, could he
Yeah,
turn it around? Yeah, he's still young, but like we have a decent sample size now. This is, we have a bunch of games in.
no, I definitely agree. It's just they are He's just not doing well at the moment. It's gonna have to be something that he gets fixed up here shortly because it is looking rough for him right now. OKC at number 8, you can already see all the picks that they have, which is ridiculous.
Can you run through those
Um,
real quick? What are they looking at? I can't see that. What are they? What does OKC have? They have
8,
currently
10,
8, 10,
17, and
7.
27.
God dang. God dang.
They can't even use it. I mean,
Yeah, we talked about this. Yeah.
unless if a team like Sacramento takes on picks 8 and 14 for the Thunder to move up to 6 and go grab like a Koa Pete if that's the case, or a Caleb Wilson if he somehow falls, like that would make sense.
Do
But
they have the cap space to trade for a superstar? I mean, like,
oh
what
yeah,
are they?
they could give up Isaiah Hartenstein, Lou
I was going to
Dort,
say Hartenstein would
Nikola
be the trade
Topic,
piece,
and
right?
Thomas
Yeah.
Sorber in a package up all 4 of them, and they can go get Giannis. Realistically, like they would have the cap to do it. Um, which is crazy to think about. I mean, if you're telling me that there's a possibility where the Thunder could rock a 5-man rotation of SGA, um, Alex
Giannis.
Caruso, or AJ Mitchell
Yeah.
next to Jalen Williams, Giannis, and Chet, I mean, that team wins 5 championships in the next 5 years. It's disgusting.
There'll be no stopping them. This is like the NBA is gonna have to step in and do what they're doing and build
It's
San
going to be an
Antonio.
expansion team.
They're
It's going
gonna
to be
have to take
expansion.
they're gonna have to take Joker and put him on the Lakers. Put Joker and Luka together to try to combat OKC. I don't even know if that's enough. That team that you just gave me beats Joker and Luka, I think. Right? But
Easily.
who knows? Like, but the things the hurdles that the NBA is gonna have to jump over to try to get something because they're already by far the best team in the NBA by a mile. And then they have all of this. It's like this is wild.
Yeah, it's ridiculous what they're doing. I mean, look at the rotation that they have. SGA, Jalen Williams, Lou Dort. That's just fully incorrect. So let's just do this. SGA, Cason Wallace, Jalen Williams, or I'm sorry, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, and then Chet. You have Isaiah Hartenstein, Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, AJ Mitchell, Alex Caruso. Nikola Topic isn't even playing. You've got Thomas Sorber, who's not even playing. Like they're loaded from top to bottom. It's ridiculous. Uh, so it's whatever they do is they're going to be replacing Usman Dieng, and they're probably going to be replacing whoever this guy is, Alex Dukas.
It's
Um,
they have the best player. We can argue they have the best player in the league, and that's debatable. But they have the best
mm,
player in the league, the best starting lineup in the league, the best depth in the league, and the best draft capital in the league. I mean, like there's it's ridiculous. It's an embarrassment of riches at this point.
it is. Um, and with that being said, though, I am going to have them select the Kentucky big man, Jaden Quainance. He has not played this season. He's likely not going to play this season. But to me, the biggest thing for OKC is going to be if they can shed cap space on their overall roster, just simply because of the fact that they're going to be
Oh,
way over
Brandon
the
Batts
second
wants
apron.
to join. Is that your boy, Brandon Batts?
That is him. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Um,
send him the link.
what's it called though? So for me, OKC can take the swing on a guy like this. They already have a roster that's set to win. It does not really matter. Um, so to me, they got to take the upside swing here. If you were able to build a front court that consists of Chet Holmgren, Thomas Sorber, and Jaden Quainance, you're going to have one of the most dominant trios of big men in the league. And we've seen it time and time again. OKC drafts a player who's hurt, seriously hurt, misses the entire first season, and then just explodes. And I don't think there's going to be any difference here with a guy like Jaden Quaintance as the potential Isaiah Hartenstein replacement. A lot of people consider him to be the next Bam Adebayo. So it would be a really interesting fit to see him next to a guy like Chet. Dallas here at number 9. This is going to be an interesting pick. I mean, to me, it's a simple pick. If Nate Ament is here, he's one of the higher upside players. It's going to take a lot of time for him to develop. But at 6'10", with the weight that he's put on, with the play style that he has, I think he would fit really nicely next to Cooper Flag. And this is a guy who was previously projected top 5. So to me, if he's available there at 9, you got to take him if you're Dallas. At number 10 is OKC yet again, which is absolutely pathetic. But for me, again, you're more so just picking guys at this point who have good upside, but you also know are going to be good fits for you to keep that championship window continuing. And for me, that's going to be Braylon Mullins. He is the best shooter in this draft class. He's finally healthy and playing. He had a nice little 17-point performance the other night. I think it was 2 nights ago. Um, he's by far the best shooter in the country when it's all said and done for draft night. So to me, adding him and Jaden Quainance is going to be an incredible draft class for them. I think 10's a little high for him, but again, when you're a team like OKC who really doesn't need more youth, you kind of just take the guys that you know are going to fit for you long term. Memphis is up at 11. So this is currently what the top 10's looking like. We have one trade so far. I'm not going to do too many trades. I'm going to try and keep them as realistic as possible. But for Memphis at number 11, this is where I'm going to have them go with Darius Acuff. Again, this is probably the best overall point guard draft class I've ever seen in my lifetime. You've got Mikal Brown Jr., Kingston Flemings, Darius Acuff, LeBaron Filan. This entire class is loaded from top to bottom on point guards. So um, for a team like Memphis, who's likely to move off of Ja Morant here shortly, being able to grab that replacement immediately is going to be key for them. And I think Acuff's the type of guy that you want to have in Memphis. 17 points, 5 assists, fairly efficient from the field so far. He's put on some dominant performances so far this year as well. Recently, just coming off of a 17 point, 10 assist, 5 rebound night. So to me, this is a no-brainer if you want your Ja Morant replacement. At number 11, the Chicago Bulls. Once again, this is an obvious pick for me. He missed a couple of games due to an ankle injury, but he is back and he had dominated in his previous performance. And that to me is Washington big man Hannes Steinbeck. 17 points, 12 rebounds. He's by far one of the best rebounders in the country next to Cam Boozer, and incredibly efficient as well at 64%. He can space the floor too, which is very scary. To me, he kind of reminds me. Um, I don't even know what I would really say. I would say like Isaiah Hartenstein with a three, which is pretty scary to think about. So at 6'11", you can maybe even consider him like a smaller Porzingis, but if Porzingis was better at rebounding. So it's going to be interesting to see how he's able to maneuver. But for a team like Chicago, who's going to be in need of a Nikola Vucevic replacement, I think that this is the perfect fit for him.
And if he didn't have AIDS, and if Porzingis didn't have AIDS, so a better rebounding HIV negative
That is
Porzingis.
crazy.
Hey,
Um,
good evening.
Did you
Good
hear
evening.
Quinn Snyder the other day why he wasn't playing? He's sick. What does he have? He's getting better. Like I
oh,
told you
Jesus
guys,
Christ.
he had AIDS when you traded for him. No one wanted to listen to me. What up? What up? What up, Double B?
Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing tonight?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Good, good. Apologies
Is
for
he
my
talking? I
my
can't hear him at all.
lateness. Can you
You
hear me?
can't hear him? I can hear
No.
him loud and clear.
What the? No, I can't hear him at all.
You still can't hear me, Dylan?
Oh, there we go. Now I can hear him.
There we go.
What's going on, man?
What's going on? What's
I
going
was
on?
gonna say
So yeah,
let's
sorry
let's
for
do the
being late.
last two picks and we'll recap the
Yeah,
lottery real quick.
yeah.
Um, Milwaukee up though again, and again, just to kind of recap the trade package that could be somewhat realistic: Jalen Johnson and Onyeka Okongwu, plus 2 first-round picks from Atlanta this year, as well as a future first-round pick and future first-round pick swap. Um, for me here, this is where I'm actually happy that this draft scenario happened because in my recent mock draft that I am finishing up, this person was not. I'll give a little hint, I guess, but this person was not able to get into my lottery, unfortunately, even though I think he's a lottery lock. And that to me is going to be Alabama point guard LeBaron Filan. This is going to be our fourth point guard going in the first round, considerably the fifth if you count Darren Peterson. But for me, you can see by the stats right here, he is one of the best point guards in the country as a sophomore. Um,
Hmm.
21 and a half points, 5.5 assists, incredibly efficient from the field. This is a guy who, if you were to put him next to AJ DeBonster, Ryan Rollins, Jalen Johnson, Onyeka Okongwu, Milwaukee could genuinely be a play-in team depending on what the returns are that they get for guys like Miles Turner, Kyle Kuzma, Bobby Portis. This could be a very very quick retool over in Miami if they pick the right pieces. So adding to Banston and Filan would be an absolutely incredible start to their rebuild. For San Antonio at 14 to end off the lottery, and then we'll do a quick little recap. Um, it's a really strange pick for him, just because again nobody wants to see these assholes in the lottery. It's just ridiculous. But if I'm looking at the board here, it's kind of a tough spot to be in, honestly. Kareem Lopez, I really don't think he's lottery worthy. Um, Tonda Yesifo, I just don't see as a good fit. Cameron Carr is an interesting option if they want to get a Devin Vassell replacement, but that means they would have to get some form of trade partner for Vassell, and it doesn't really seem like they're pushing for a Giannis trade just yet. Uh, Abdelas, I just don't think that he fits over there. They have enough playmakers and point guards. Kristanek Jr., I don't see um, being a lottery fit unless if it's a certain team or two. So for me, I guess you kind of take the swing on him here in Kareem Lopez. At 6'9", he's very agile for his size. The comparisons that most websites give him is a modern day Julius Irving, which I mean, if you think about it, I don't think Julius Irving is going to be a great player in today's NBA. Um, but realistically, athletic freak for his size. He has a really good IQ as well as a playmaker, very good rebounder. He more so reminds me of a mixture between Jalen Johnson and Aaron Gordon. So a lot of upside to his game. It really just depends on the team that's developing him. So a team like San
What about
Antonio, who could use a Jeremy Sochan replacement, I think this would be a really good fit for him.
what about Thomas Hoff from Florida? Is
I
he
don't. I'm one of those people that does not value upperclassmen like that.
oh, okay. I
I
got you.
don't think
Yeah, he's a
that.
junior. A junior.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was, and I think he's also 22 if I'm not mistaken. Um, yeah, he's 21. He'll be
Yeah.
22 by draft night.
By draft
So
night, yeah. So he's
to
older.
me,
Yes.
yeah, to me, it's he's more of a guy that goes to like a contending team. Like if you see how the board's falling right now, maybe Boston at 20 would be the
Yeah.
earliest that I would give
Yeah.
him. Um,
Earliest
but it
I've seen
really
him
just
is like
depends.
12 being in some mocks that I've seen. It's the
Yeah,
earliest I've seen him.
I've seen him go high
Yeah.
too. It kind of reminds me of who was Walter Clayton. Walter Clayton, everybody was trying to hype up like he was going to be a lottery pick. It's
Yeah.
kind of similar with Thomas Haw and Bennett
Hmm.
Sturts. Like I don't think that they're going to be lottery picks because I just don't think a team is going to take an older player with minimal upside that early
That's
unless if
fair.
it's maybe a team like OKC.
Hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, so here's the lottery so far. In our first lottery simulation, the Nets landed the number one pick, so Darren Peterson sweepstakes is ours. Um, and we did that live as well too. So if you're just joining, no, this is not BS. We won the lottery. Give us this one victory because we know it's never going to happen.
Can
Um,
can I ask a question on that?
yeah,
As Nets fans, right? I told you, Dylan, I've been a Net fan since man, 91. So it's been a long time that I've been
Me
a
too.
Nets
Since
fan,
Kenny
man. So
Anderson, shout out.
yeah,
Yeah.
since Kenny, since I'm a big Syracuse fan, Derek Coleman, all that kind of stuff, man. So, I wonder, I was looking at the Nets in the team. Um, if we end up with the number one pick, and maybe this is different from NFL, but if we end up with the number one pick, do the Nets draft for need or for best player available? And this might be a dumb question, but I'm just thinking about we're kind of guard heavy. Um, I don't know. I just yeah, Darren Peterson's the best player. You know, I don't know. I just wonder. I just wonder where if we look at the needs of the Nets, what is our immediate need on the team? Is
I'll
it
let
I
Dylan
guard? Is
respond.
it
And I'll respond to that too. Yeah.
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 yeah?
Go ahead.
I think when you're this bad of an overall organization currently, right? Like, and it's not even, it comes off as messed up, but like genuinely, when you look at it from top to bottom, it's not that good of an organization currently, right? You
Yeah,
have a really
yeah,
good head coach, you've got a
yeah,
lot of upside pieces, but you're not a team on paper that anybody's going to look at as a not bottom three team in basketball. So
mm,
to me, when
yeah,
you're that early in your rebuild, I think that you go with best player available. And I
yeah,
also think that Darren Peterson, surprisingly, is the best fit available as well. If you look
mm,
at how the roster is currently being constructed,
yeah,
Yegor Zhomin is being looked at as the point guard of the future. If the Nets decide to keep Michael Porter Jr., that's your small forward of the future who will be a
yeah,
star and is currently a
hmm,
star. Noah Clowney looks like he's taking the leap in year three. That's a guy who will be your stretch four. And then to
yeah.
top it
He's in
off, you
on it.
have guys like Danny Wolf, who could be your starting center here in the next 2 years. Right? So to me, you kind of have some of the pieces in certain positions set, The biggest question mark is still Cam Thomas, and to me, I don't think
Yeah,
Cam Thomas is coming back.
No,
So if you're
Cam
telling
Thomas
I
is
don't
me,
not a
either.
part of.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
Cam
he's
Thomas
gone.
gets
He's
no
gone.
say on whether or not
Yeah,
we take Darren Peterson.
and that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. So to me, if you build a starting five next season, let's just say Nick Claxton gets traded and you get some additional assets, right?
hmm
Say it's Anthony Simons and 2 first-round picks. Um, having a starting five next season of Yegor, Darren Peterson, Michael Porter Jr., Noah Clowney, Danny Wolf, that's intriguing. Like, that's something that could make a play-in push if you surround them with the right pieces off of the bench, or if you make an additional move for a better overall center, like maybe if they go in on like a Zubac or something, right?
yeah, yeah,
There's some scenarios out there where they can make some moves to build that play-in roster and get these younger guys, experience quick, so this way they're not handing Houston over a high-end lottery pick, and they're also not taking too long for these kids to develop. So
I have a quick
I think
question.
Peterson, as of right now, is
yeah.
the best fit.
Let my boy LM get in real quick. What's up, LM?
What's good, y'all? Uh, my thing is, say, like, even if by the grace
I
of
can't hear
God,
him either.
e-
Jesus.
even if
Can't.
you like, you can't hear me.
I can hear you loud and clear, LM.
yeah. I can hear him too.
Oh, it might just be them. But
He couldn't hear me at first.
There we
So
go. Yeah, I
yeah,
literally have to keep
oh,
like
okay.
going back over to hear him. What's
But
going on?
what's going on, y'all? With the if by the grace of God we get number one, um, I necessarily would. I would think they would consider Boozer, but then again, I'm not exactly sure. But for the sake of number one, if you do take Darren Peterson, what are the chances that if you take Peterson, Cam Thomas has some sort of God-given epiphany, and he's like, you know what? I see this guy as the future. I'll come back, but if I come back, I want to be the sixth man.
nah.
Yes.
Can I be honest with you?
For 14 million a year, let's do it. 100%. Go ahead.
Like
I
I
I
wouldn't
think
necessarily be opposed to that if he just had a revelation of, you know what, this is my position, this is where I'm going to be in the NBA, this is how people view me. If I'm going to be a six man, why not do it for the team that drafted me?
because we already
Yeah,
Like,
but it
shafted him out
changes
of
the
the
entire
money that
game.
he thought that he deserved.
Exactly.
So he's not going
true.
to. You have a better chance of seeing Jesus Christ than Cam Thomas on the
I
Nets
was
next
just
year.
gonna say that same exact thing. I was gonna say
Exactly.
literally the same thing. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
like he would
I
have to
don't
change the
disagree. I
entire
think he's
game.
out of here after this season.
I think
Like, I
there's
think
more of a
he's done.
chance that I get struck by lightning in the next 365 days than there is a chance of Cam Thomas playing a basketball game this time next year for the
It's
Nets.
and you see it on the court. Like, it's clear. Like, the team just moves different without
The
him on the
team
floor. And
plays
you know,
better. They seem like they seem more connected with one another on the court. The rotations seem better when Cam Thomas is off the floor. Just
Yeah,
everything about the organization looks better when Cam Thomas is not on the floor. And
I
again,
agree. He
that's
would
not me
stunt the
trying
growth.
to hate, but it's just
No,
it's been blatantly obvious for 2.5 years, and
agree.
people had tried to tell me that I was hating for too long. It's just fact. The guy is not built to be a part of this organization, nor is he built to be a star in this league. He is a
I
one-dimensional six man.
I agree 100%. I was never really a big fan of Cam Thomas, but I hung in there, and we'll always have the Nick game where he just went off on them and stuff like that, which was great. But he would stunt the growth
That
of
uh
this young team. The way
BB,
he plays would stunt the growth.
let me ask you a question though. Like I agree with everything you said, but I am a fan of him. Right? Like Jordan Clarkson, Lou Will, Jay Cross. Are you fans of like do you like those players? Because that's how I view Cam Thomas, and I value those players. Dylan doesn't. That's where me and him disagree. But like those guys, those one-dimensional scorers, those other guys like Clarkson and Lou
Well,
Williams and Crawford. Do you value those guys?
so I don't compare. It's hard to compare Cam Thomas to guys like Jamal Crawford and Lou Will. Like I don't see him in that same elk at all.
Okay.
If we're being honest,
Oh,
and I've watched their games. I've liked their games. These guys were, even Jordan Clarkson, sixth man of the year. Cam Thomas does not strike me as anyone that would be that level of player that was
All right.
just, you know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
I think those guys also have
I
like a
get you.
level of recognition.
I just disagree. I think he could be Jordan Clarkson. I think he could be Lewis. I think he can be.
I think he can
he would,
too. It's just
he would have to change his
is he going to
attitude, change
address
his
it?
game.
Yeah,
That's
like you have
that
to
you hit
change
it
his
on the head
ego.
though. 100%. Yeah.
Like if you get a Darren Peterson, by the grace of God, like as Cam, you will have to realize or recognize that, yeah, I'm not starting over this guy.
And this isn't
Like
your
it,
team. Like, this isn't your team.
right. Like you will have to have some sort of recognition. I just think it's too far gone. Like if he's brought back on this team, I would be genuinely shocked. But I just think it's way past the point of no return. If he's traded by February, I'll still be shocked. Because
Can
I
you
I
know
don't know
Dylan.
who can really take it. I don't know
Dylan?
I know
who
Dylan and I
Dylan,
were laughing about this. Dylan and I were
can
laughing about
you
how
address this real quick? Because
yeah,
BK
good.
loves Debanza like I love Zion, like I love Bi. So do you want to address the Peterson over Debanza thing for BK?
Oh man, BK.
I can't. Where am I seeing this?
All right, yeah, okay, I got it up. BK Hoop
Oh
says,
my God, gee, I can't see the screen because I'm sharing the screen, but I'm looking at the comments on my phone now. He said, "Wait, who has Peterson over AJ?"
he loves Debanza. He loves
Every single
Debanza.
human being in the world.
I
Next
love the
question.
Benzes too.
Literally everyone does.
I
You're right.
love the
I agree.
Benzes
This
too,
is
but
this is the same
eh,
shit we all did with Ace Bailey last year, and he's not that good right now.
I agree.
I like DeBansta. I think DeBansta is a much better overall prospect than Ace Bailey was, but Cam Boozer is a much better overall player than AJ DeBansta is. He's a better rebounder. He's a better defender. He is a better inside the paint scorer. He is a better floor spacer than DeBansta is. Same thing for Peterson. Peterson is a better ball handler. He is a better playmaker. He is a better scorer, and he is a just better all-around defender as well. Caleb
And give
Wilson
me
is
Caleb
a more
Wilson
I
over
was
the
gonna say,
Banster. Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
Caleb Wilson, a more consistent
really,
scorer, easily
Absolutely.
right now. To me, DeBansta has the higher upside as a scorer, but in terms of consistency, Wilson beats him in that right now. In terms
Yep.
of efficiency, Wilson beats him in that right now. As a rebounder and defender, Wilson is levels ahead of DeBansta as of right now.
Yeah, you guys got to watch
So,
these games, man. I
oh
don't know if
yeah,
y'all
dude,
watching
I
these
do.
Caleb
games,
Wilson
man,
is a
but
dog.
I like Caleb Wilson too. It's just I think with AJ, like especially the recent game he played, I think he scored. Like I can tell he's going to be the thing that separates him from Ace Bailey for me is that he can get you 25 on 14 shots. Like he's very efficient. He got the mid range. I say he plays like 6'9" Shea. Like he can get to the mid range. He has a post game. That I think the only thing with him is the 3-point shot, which he doesn't take a lot of threes, which I do respect in that capacity, and he has a capacity to get to the rim. But I think in terms of Boozer and Peterson, he still has a long way to go. I'm not saying in the NBA he wouldn't reach that potential. I think if he puts it all together, shoot, he might be one of the best wings in the NBA by year two. But I think as opposed to Boozer and Caleb Wilson and Darren Peterson, yeah, he unless he makes a run in the tournament and just freaking goes off and builds up his draft stock, like
but let me
I
tell
don't
you, let me
necessarily
tell you
see
who's
Dylan,
smart. Let me
I got
What's
to.
up?
I got a little bit of a time thing. Can we get back to the draft? I don't have like I gotta.
Yeah, of course. I'll just say I'll fly through
Sorry
the
about that.
picks
I'm
real
not
quick,
trying.
and we'll
Yeah,
kind of
I'm not
just
trying to be a dick, but I'm on a little bit of a time thing.
yeah, you're good. I was gonna say I gotta eat too. I'm starving. But yeah, Golden State here at 15. Again, really weird spot. In all honesty, I'm kind of just gonna go with what I feel is their best overall opportunities to continue winning. And that to me is gonna be God. This is a horrible spot for him. Honestly, screw it. I'll go with Bennett Sturts. I don't do this very often, but why
There you
not
go.
them, right?
Yep.
A player that'll be able to fit in right away. He's a fourth-year senior. They need to add those guys who are already ready to win, especially with the short window that they have. Milwaukee here, they've gotten to Banstead, they've gotten Filan. In this scenario, they got Jalen Johnson and Onyeka Okongwu. This would be the icing on the cake for them. You have your now future point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center, all within a 6-month time frame. I
What a
think that's
name.
probably the best start to a rebuild you could possibly think of.
Yosafu and AJ on the same team. That's interesting.
Yeah, that would be insane. OKC here at number 17. Again, I just can't stand this organization to save my life. It pisses me off. And
They're the model, man. We got a
uh,
model. We got
and in all
they're the
honesty, too, they'd
they're
be
the
the type of
blueprint.
scumbags to take this pick. So why not?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Dame Sar for them because they just love taking high upside guys who are gonna absolutely
Oh,
cook
that
in the
would be
NBA.
so fucking disgusting
Yeah,
if
if
they
they
got
walked
James
away with
Harden.
Jaden Quaid, Dame Sar, and Braylon Mullins, that would just be ridiculous. Um, Memphis here at
Uh,
18. You know what? Why not them too? Pair the kids together. Malik Thomas and Darius Acuff playing together over in Memphis. Again, this is assuming if John Morant gets traded. Heading
who's
to
gonna take him?
Charlotte for
Who's
number
gonna take him?
19. They've already gotten their point guard. And again, I think this is a guy who has lottery potential. He just hasn't played like it yet. And that's going to be Chris Sinak Jr. here. So if he falls to 19, that's an absolute steal of a pick for Charlotte. Boston here at number 20. Again, I'm not going to even do any more further trades just to kind of get this moving. But to me, this is probably the best overall fit for a guy like Patrick Ngamba. They also kind of do need a point guard. Yaxel Lendeborg would be pretty cool there. But I think the starting center is going to be their long-term future piece. So I'm going to go with Pat over here from Duke. He has played really stellar, super
Yeah, I
efficient.
like him. I
Kind
like
of
him.
reminds me of Miles Turner, just not
Yeah.
as well of a floor spacer. Miami here at 21. And if they got this dude, man, I'd be pissed off because you already know he's going to become a damn superstar over there. Nicholas Avdilas, one of my favorite personal prospects this year. I actually got the opportunity of watching him live when he played South Carolina here in Columbia. So that was a really cool experience to go see him. He finished with 13 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. So really
He's
stellar game
smooth.
from him.
He's a smooth player, man.
Smooth player, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I got a first-hand look at him. He does move very similar to Luka. It's scary.
Yeah.
Minnesota here at number 22. Again, I'm kind of just assuming that they trade for John Morant, in all honesty, in this scenario. So for me, I think a guy that fits them really well would be Yaxel Lendeborg, especially if they move off of Julius Randle in that package. Grabbing a guy like him to immediately plug into your rotation next to
Man,
Ja,
these
Anthony
names.
Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, that would be a nasty, nasty lineup over there.
Yeah, what?
Toronto at number 23. It really just depends on what their next move is moving forward. Whether they move on from RJ Barrett and Emmanuel quickly, who knows? To me, though, I think the best overall player that they could grab is going to be one of the top scorers in the country in Cameron Carr. Missed his entire freshman season last year, has been absolutely going off this year. So adding a microwave scorer like him could be a really nice spot off the bench to start his career. For the Knicks at 24, I'm not even going to think twice about it. I'm going to go with
Give them
one
the
of these
worst player
three.
in the
I am
draft.
thinking
I'm
twice
not
now.
even gonna think
Shit.
twice about it. I'm gonna go one
Yeah,
of these
Yeah,
three.
I was
give
going to
them
say I didn't even look at the
give
board, but
them
now I'm like,
somebody
wait,
that's a
shit.
second or third round grade.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like they're the type of team to mess
Just
around
fuck
and go
them over
Thomas
with
Hall.
with
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna have them go Thomas Hall. They need any help that they need right now. Denver at 25, I'm going Isaiah Evans. I think that's a great fit for him. At
Mhm.
26 in Cleveland, I'm gonna have them select. This is a weird spot too. I'm gonna
Dash
have them go
Daniels
with
gonna be bad.
I'm gonna have him go Matthew Abel. Really not much that I've done personally on him, but I see a ton of mock drafts having him in the first. There's just a lot of upside to his game. So I'm just gonna have him go there at number 26. OKC again, just get the fuck off my screen. I'm so tired of them. Um, it's
Hey
ridiculous.
man, hey
Screw it. Just
Dylan,
take
they're
JT
the
Toppin.
blueprint, man. They're the blueprint, man.
I was gonna say just take JT
I
Toppin
wish
and
we
move.
could follow their model for sure.
I'm going Ade Mara here at 28 to the Lakers. Maybe that'll be their next move.
DeAndre
Zach
Ayton
Edey.
leave.
Detroit here at 29. Honestly, Braden Burris is going to be a really solid option for him. The efficiencies haven't been there, but I think he's a perfect Jaden Ivey replacement. And then at number 30, they got Boozer. They're going to walk away with Tahad Pettiford as well to end off the first round. So they get their
Mm.
point guard, they get their wing.
Yeah, I like
And
Pettiford.
yeah,
I like Pettiford a lot.
that's going to be the first round. Try to speed it up for you guys so this way it didn't take too long. But here's the overall draft class here. Ended up not doing too many trades, just one. But yeah, this is what it's looking like right now for me.
This would be a W draft. Especially if
now,
you
Gary,
want
I'm not
Yeah,
even-
for
I'm like,
us it
now-
would be a franchise. It would be our greatest draft ever, and it's only one guy.
literally.
Hey, who's the
Literally.
best player we ever drafted? Brooke Lopez or Derek Coleman? Like it's one of
Oh,
those
Lopez.
two.
man. Brooke Lopez, technically.
Peak
Brooke
for peak,
Lopez.
though. Like, what's better, the best version of DC or the best version of Brooke Lopez? The best version of DC. Now,
'Cause
Brooke Lopez had a better
I
career
don't think
as a
we,
net.
I don't think we, didn't Brook Lopez get better when he was with the Bucks?
I mean, he got different. He started shooting more. He started
Started
shooting
shooting
threes.
more.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got
he started
different.
shooting more.
He was good with the
He
Nets.
got
He was an
different.
all-star with the Nets. He was good.
No, he
Yeah.
was, but I don't know. Give me DC. Maybe I'm just
But he's
biased.
still our leading. Isn't he still our leading scorer?
Yeah, all-time leading scorer. Yeah.
All-time leading scorer? Yeah. So that got to change, man.
DC was so ahead of his time. Like DC would kill this era. Like, because he was the first guy, like the first
Yeah, he would.
6'10",
Yeah, he would.
6'11" power forward
Yeah.
that could put the ball on the floor, 2 dribbles. He could hit the 3. Like DC
Yeah,
was ahead of his
yeah.
time.
I agree. But I'm a little biased on the whole Caleb Wilson because I love Kevin Garnett, and that's his so far. That's his comparison right now, and you can see it if you watch his game. It's just electric, and watch. I live in Charlotte too, so I watch a lot of North Carolina games. So I encourage you guys to watch him play. It's entertaining at the very least.
Yeah. Him and Boozer for me right now. Only
Oh
thing
yeah,
with Boozer that I kind of hesitate with is his own ball creation. Like, other than that, like rebounding, playmaking, 3-point shot, like even sometimes in the mid range, like I can see that he's very like far off in terms of the wings in this area, but I think I just want to see more of the own ball creation, especially with like when you're facing teams like Texas and they build a wall in that paint. Like, what are your counter moves or your go-tos? Like, that's pretty much what I want to see from him. But I mean, other than that, the dude is just amazing. Like, he's talking about a guy that can get you 30, but also can get you 12 and
So,
6.
and before we get out of here, I know you guys got to roll. Dylan, is that who you want at one or in this draft period? Is Darren Peterson? Or is there somebody else that you love? You would love for the Nets to draft.
If I
You
had to
too,
rank
Gary.
it
You
in
too, Gary.
order,
Yeah.
if I had to rank it in order, say the Nets were to land just a top 5 pick. If it was the number 1
Yeah.
pick, I'm going Peterson. If it's number
Okay.
2, I'm going Boozer. If it's number 3, I'm going Caleb Wilson. If it's number 4, I'm going DeBonsta. And if it's number 5, in all honesty, I'm probably taking Mikael Brown Jr. Even though it's another point
Oh,
guard, I
okay.
think that just the best player available is a necessity for Brooklyn right now. And for me, having him there, if they don't trust Yegor to be the long-term point guard and feel he's better as a forward, then by all means, go get your star point guard.
So Native Mint has fallen for everybody, just to be clear.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we talked about
Big
this a
time.
little early. Yeah. Only
Okay.
because he's not good. That's the only reason. Right?
Pretty much.
It's just the one thing. This is the one thing.
He's been horrible.
Yeah, he's been horrible, man. Hey, hopefully he picks it up. It's so early, but yeah, he hasn't been good. The Zachary Richardson comparisons might be key.
Hey, Brandon, are you a Jets fan too? You think this is NYJ pod?
Yes, sir.
All right, shout out.
I'm a
Unfortunately, I'm a
Jet-
Jets fan too.
I
Unfortunately,
hear you all the time on Jake Asman's calls.
Oh, for real? You listen to the
Yeah,
Jake Asman show?
absolutely.
Shout out.
Yeah, I listen to Jake Asman all the time. But yeah, I'm a Jets, Nets, and Yankees. So that's
Okay,
what
well,
the
you got two.
NYJ
You
pod
got
is Nets, Yankees, Jets. Huh?
oh,
You
2
get
or
it?
3. Yeah, I get it now. I just always NY. Yeah, I got you.
Nah. Yeah, man. But no, it's good stuff, man. We yeah, yeah. So you're a Mets fan, Gary?
Yeah, I'm a Mets fan. I'm a Yankees hater. Dylan is a Yankees fan.
Yeah.
Eat shit, Gary.
He got his Derek Jeter jersey for Gay Pride Month already. He got it early this year.
Hey, don't be mad because he's better than any person that's ever stepped foot in that Queen shithole.
I can't even really argue with that
1,000%.
too much. Yeah.
You can't. You got Soto. You guys got Soto and started, clowning us and all that stuff, and didn't even make the playoffs.
Oh, I
Sloppy
talked
seconds.
the most shit too.
that
I was
is the
reckless,
best.
and I got to eat all that crow. I was reckless when we got
Sloppy seconds. You go over to the Mets and you lose all your attributes. You become a bronze badge bitch.
That was the best outcome for Yankees that you could ask for. Not even make the playoffs,
Yeah, that
but
was
go to
pretty
the
much our
World Series.
championship this year.
The Reds
Yeah,
are the worst team in the
Yeah.
history of baseball to make the playoffs, and they're better than us. They beat us out. It's like so embarrassing. But we didn't make the playoffs. We
Jeez,
lost out
man.
to the Cincinnati Reds, who are god awful.
New York sports in general, I think, is just taking a hit. Like, it's bad.
yeah, it's bad, man. It's all bad.
I'm
All
not
bad.
counting the people in orange, excluding them. But I guess even if
Who-
you want to count the Rangers or whatever, like
People in
it's
orange.
just
You mean the
bad.
Knicks? The Knicks?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they not. They don't see. The Knicks aren't taking advantage of a season where you got key guys that are injured. They too. They're not going to win a chip. They're not good enough. The Knicks aren't good enough. They can't beat the Magic. They can't beat the Pistons. So
I'm
yeah,
with you. They're gonna struggle. Yeah.
they're gonna struggle, man. They're not taking advantage of Halliburton being gone and Tatum being out. You know,
It's
the
just
Magic or the Pistons are
they
gonna
don't
take them
match
out.
up well with these big teams, Cleveland and
That's right.
Detroit and Orlando. It's just they don't match up well with these teams. Like I think
If it's they was one call away from a Tim Hardaway Jr. foul call away from getting eliminated in the first round last year.
because they don't
Like
match. Like I think last year they were better than Detroit, but its styles make fights, and they just don't match up well with Detroit.
Yeah,
what is
yeah.
Brunson gonna do when Cade and Asor is like guaranteed he still did his thing, but like
They
this
have
year,
nothing for
no.
Kate, nothing at all. And I'm not saying Brunson's not going to go get his 30 points. He will, but like, what do you do? What are they? What is their plan for Kate? Like, who are they putting on him? Like the whole team, right?
Mikel.
No, yeah, no. Mikal get
Yeah,
cooked.
but Mikel, like,
He cooks
look at
Mikal every
Kate's
time. He
body.
cooks
Like
Mikal
Mikel
every
had
time,
no
man.
shot at him. Yeah.
Yeah. He cooks him every time, man. So it's just,
You
and
could
then you
try
got Cat.
OG, but
You
You
got
yeah.
Cat
could.
that doesn't play
And
any
now,
defense.
yeah, now you're gonna take your. Yeah, OG's probably your best bet because Brunson or Bridges. I mean, he's gonna cook both those guys. They have no shot. So you're right. OG they would have to put OG on him.
Yeah, and then he'll
But
get
even
hurt
with
guard.
OG,
He'll get hurt guarding him.
yeah.
Yeah, and then okay, but that's gonna create mismatches everywhere else now.
Or just gonna have a soft tissue injury trying to guard Cade. Then that's gonna be it.
I think Detroit doesn't necessarily. It's hard to see who's going to come out the East this year. Like I genuinely don't know. Like it could be Detroit, possibly could be Cleveland, possibly could be uh who else is at the top of the East right now? Well, Orlando.
What is Detroit's starting team? It's Cunningham, then Robinson, and
They got Duran, that big
Tobias
center
Payne,
Harris,
Duran.
Duncan Robinson, Asor,
Yeah,
and then Durant and Asor.
Tobias Harris, and then yeah, Durant.
They
Which
don't
I
have
think
any. Like,
Ivy
there's no
starts
one on
by
that team. Like,
playoff time.
who do you put? You just put Brunson on Duncan Robinson. Let Duncan Robinson suit. I guess. Like, what do you like? If you're the Knicks and you're playing them in a 7-game series, who are you even putting Brunson on?
But if it depends. If Ivy comes, well, Ivy is back. But if they start Ivy instead of Duncan Robinson, I feel like that's even more of an issue for Brunson. Because now you got a 6'5" athletic freak of nature, who's also a pretty good defender, uh, guarding you. And then you got to deal with a sword Thompson at that. And then you got to deal with
It's
Cade.
too much. It's too
It's
much.
way too,
Yeah.
and then you got Duran waiting for you at the rim.
yeah. The
So
cat
And
can't
that
do
is
anything.
that guy.
so
That guy
it's
is
just
still
it's nasty.
22 years old. Like that guy is like Superman. He's been in the league 5 years now. He's 22, and it's like, I want that guy. And now
If there was a Claxton
he's averaging
package,
like
I hope,
20 and 12. That guy's a freak, man.
but I really
He
hope,
better be
like
an all-star
guys,
this year.
I really hope
I
that
think he will.
we don't screw ourselves out of a good pick, lottery pick, because Jordy, Dylan and I talked about this. Like Jordy's not embracing the tank.
There is
What do
no
we have?
tank.
We
There's
got
no
the fifth
tank.
best odds, right? As of right now, I think we're five as of right now in Tinkerton.
Yeah, I
So
think we're 5. We need the Wizards to win a couple more games. But I don't know.
I think
We
we're
need
fine.
the guy. We need this. The last time we had an opportunity like this, we got screwed. And I know you guys might remember this if you've been fans this long. When we had the worst record in the league and ended up with the third pick. Do you remember that? You remember that, Gary?
I remember. Yeah, the worst record.
Oh yeah,
Except,
the
yeah, we
John
got,
Wall.
yeah.
I don't think
The
the third
John
pick
Wall.
was bad. Yeah, I don't think the third pick was bad. I just think it was who you got at that. Like, I don't know what Favors did in college, but poor George and Boogie was literally right there. Like, even if you got Paul George, like I would have rather had Indiana Paul George on the Nets than
Yeah,
freaking
man. Like
Favors. Like,
that draft. But that's the closest we've been to drafting this high. Other than like last year, obviously, and we used
We
every last one of our picks, which was just wild to me. I
we've
just
won
thought
the
we were going to.
lottery twice with Derek Coleman, which is a great pick, and then like even when we got with
Yeah, that's
Kenyon
true.
Martin,
Kenyon Martin. Yeah,
was the right pick. Like if you
he
yeah.
redraft,
was.
you still
He was the right
probably
pick.
take Kenyon Martin. It just wasn't a good draft class. It was a bad
And
draft
he was
class.
coming, and Kenyon Martin was coming off an injury, wasn't
Yeah, it was.
he? Yeah,
Yeah, you heard about how he worked out for Rod Thorne and them? You heard about his
yeah,
workout?
yeah.
He took the ball, dunked it once, and said, "Either you're going to draft me or you're not," and left. Yeah.
I love Kenyon Martin, man. Love Kenyon Martin.
All right, I
But
gotta go,
it's
fellas.
good
All
stuff,
right,
man. Good stuff,
Dylan,
guys.
you want to hang on? Because I can let you run this if you want.
No, I gotta head out and eat anyway, fellas. It was
All right.
it was good. We'll definitely hop back on for a recap of some Nets games here shortly.
Yeah, thanks
All
for
right.
having us, man. Appreciate
We'll
it.
be in contact. All right. Y'all be good, y'all. Thank y'all.
Later.
From Texas to the world, thank y'all, and God bless.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace out.